we are in the middle of a Jackbox stream, and there's a few things I need to get off of my chest. And my intro card's not going to work, so it's going to pop up randomly later. I am Mecha Random 42. I am still the one, still the only, still the original, still your favorite YouTube consumer advocate, Harpy. Oh yes, the red Harpy, as it were, you know, with mechanical wings and such, like I stated years ago from Star Trek fame, before they even decided to steal that from me and make their little Red Angel Iron Man suit. Iron Man suit. Yes, I'm cutting myself off mid-sentence. I have been getting into Twitter. It's not even flame wars, because a flame war would imply that they have an opinion worthy of. No, they're just trolling, attacking, coordinating these global franchise group marketing bullet point talking points on Twitter. And they do that every time to shut people up, to silence people. And you know how I know this? Because I did videos on it, and I know exactly who these people are, and I'll probably link them somewhere in this, but you can probably find them easily enough. Why do I think that they're either part of this or influenced by? Well, because every one of these Twitter handles has more than 1,000 followers. They are marketing talking points for Trek like empathy. They are marketing points like progressive themes. They are marketing points like representation. They are talking points like the cage. They always love to bring it back to the cage. So they always want to discredit any opinion. Oh, and now canon is the other one that they usually go to. So there's a few of them, and they always argue the same few talking points. And why are they so afraid of me? And I've done a video just like this maybe a couple weeks ago, or very similar, right when the Janeway trailer came out. Well, they're afraid of me because they know I'm right. They're afraid of me because they know that I can influence people into waking up, thinking for themselves, and
open your mind.
And opening their minds to the fact that they know this new Star Trek is not what they're being sold it to be. They know it is not this, it's about all these interactions, and it's about all of the crew, and how, no, it's about one single character. It's about one single character. There are no crew interactions. That's another one that they were wanting to harp on me for. I'm like, well, no, because I was at Star Trek Las Vegas last year, and what was the one question people were asking? Where's the rest of the crew? Will we see more of the bridge crew? Who are these bridge crew people? Why are we only focused on Michael Burnham when she's one of these characters who does everything wrong and then gets rewarded for it? She gets rewarded for her bad behavior. Not to mention all these Star Trek characters that just get away with literal murder, right? Every one of these characters in this, and I'm going to pop up an overlay here, between Picard and Red Alert Media's little outline of all the people that got away with murder, and, thanks to Nyla Shadow on Twitter for putting up his about all the characters on Discovery that they just let get away with murder. Gee, I'm surprised they aren't aware of the fact that Star Trek encourages bad, negative, destructive behavior, and the worst in characters and the worst in people. But no, I'm supposed to be the one hurting the Trek community with my hate. With my hate. Like this person says, I've seen a lot of your videos, and I firmly believe you're missing many of the themes of so-called New Trek, and you're actively hurting the Trek community. Well, first off, I didn't ask your opinion. Second off, shut up. Third, I didn't start this. I didn't write New Trek. I didn't make it so bad. And my channel used to be a video game channel. This is why right now, as we speak, we're actually playing Jackbox in the background. It's right here in the background, right there. How am I the one spreading hate when the whole reason why I changed my channel over from gaming was because of these people on Twitter who just decide you're an ist if you don't like Michael Burnham, like what SC Reviews has been getting on his tweets. And I'm not even going to show you. I think I showed you that in my last video, actually. And people who decide that it's somehow my fault for complaining about bad TV. It's somehow my fault that I'm the one spreading hate, even though, if not for those people, I would not have needed to start a channel to defend myself against them, constantly, on my butt all day. I mean, just follow me on Twitter if you want to see any more of that. said, this is the last tweet, you're getting blocked for arguing all day, but this is exactly why I don't debate new Trek defenders. They don't actually have an argument, but want to silence my opinion that they do not have to watch. Guess what? You don't have to watch my opinions of new Trek if you like it. And that's why I put trigger warnings on there. And that's why I say, if you love the show and your whole personality and identity is Star Trek Discovery, good for you. I'm happy. You're not going to get anything out of my opinion on the show. Please don't insult people who don't like it, because we try our best to stay away from them. But they always come to me, and none of these people were following me. And I've been going through these for 2 or 3 days now. I'm not so hateful that I can't include people of all affiliations. We're getting into why it's partisan. I don't do politics well. I don't particularly care for them. I don't vote. I don't like them. But the people who are making new Trek and endorse and all the convention circuit fan favorites, they care. They sure as crap care who you're voting for. Marina Sirtis. She doesn't think there are conservative Star Trek fans. Well, I'm not one to judge which side of the aisle you're on. I'm really, really not at this point. But I swear, if I get called, whatever name one more time, I might just switch over to that just out of spite. So that's part of it. Not only that. This is part of why I was saying how partisan new Star Trek is. Because where's the opposing side? Where are the other party? Where are the conservatives and their rally with their favorite Trek actors? I'm sure there's some out there. I'm sure there's some. Because I get called it an awful lot by a lot of these people. Star-studded Star Trek event for this particular specific candidate. So remember how I say Star Trek was never partisan? It would make you think. And it did have progressive leanings. It did. And it did have leanings of equality, inclusion, diversity, looking on the inside instead of the outside, not focusing on the stupid superficial crap. All the stupid shit that separates us. It didn't focus so much on that. It focused more on what we have in common and what brings us together. And that's what they're afraid of. They are so afraid that we know how bad it's gotten, that we know, based on the showrunner, Alex Kurtzman himself, and what he said, that Star Trek is a platform for activism now. It is not a show about bringing people together. It is not a show about uplifting and working together to explore space. It is not any of that. It is about current day, modern day political bias, leaning one specific way over the other. And if you're on the other side, according to these people, then you are literally, the guy with the mustache, Charlie Chaplin, that one. And that is why I am so upset with modern day Star Trek. They can't just leave somebody's opinion at that. They can't just listen and hear and understand what I'm saying. They have to make these coordinated attempts to silence me, to come at me, to criticize me, to discredit anything I have to say. They like to throw this fake news thing around. I'm not a news channel. I'm just an opinion channel. I'm not even reading the articles. I'm just reading the headlines here on these two. I give you what I feel and what I know in my heart. And I know in my heart, Star Trek was about looking past our differences and working together. Star Trek was not about focusing on the stupid, bullshit, superficial stuff. DK Samaritan, thank you so much. Mecca, I'm a conservative, but I loved older Star Trek. We exist. Cheers. Thank you. And I've always traditionally been pretty... I mean, come on. I'm for equality. I'm for civil rights. I'm for bringing people together. I'm for looking past the stupid shit like the color of your skin or your gender or your identities. I'm for individuality. I am for... this Voyager's whole story arc was finding Seven of Nine's humanity, her individuality, breaking her away from the Hive, breaking her away from the Borg. Where is that now? Oh no, they're just come into the collective. We are the Borg. Resistance is futile. We are going to collect you into our little conglomerate because we are right. And there's nothing you can say. You can't negotiate with them. You can't reason with them. They are the freaking Borg anymore. And when this stuff happens, they go after people. Look at what happened with Ice Cube. Look at what happens. He's like, I want to work with the other side, and now they're trying to cancel him. This is not the progressive attitude that I grew up with, okay? But I'm not going to their handles. I'm saying it on my own platform, on my own channel, to my own echo chamber. And if they don't like it, they can lump it. I am going back to game. Let's go back and play some video games, damn it. Screw Star Trek, right?
Don't give me the Star Trek crap. It's too early in the morning.
Damn right, sexy Lister. Oh yeah, he was hot. We're going back to game night. Don't you go anywhere. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!
It's what's inside that counts.